The story begins in a time long before today, a prehistoric era. A man walks through a field holding a bunch of wildflowers. He approaches a woman, his partner, and smiles. From one of the flowers, he carefully makes a ring and gently slips it onto her finger. It's a simple moment of love, innocent and pure. Now, in the busy streets of modern-day New York City, a woman named Lucy works as a professional matchmaker at a company called Adore. Her job is to help people find love. She's actually quite good at it. Many of her clients have already gotten engaged or married thanks to her efforts. But there's one client who is proving difficult. Sophie. Lucy has arranged several dates for Sophie, but none have worked out. The men she meets aren't interested in her, and Sophie always leaves the dates feeling disappointed. Lucy tries to reassure her, saying that on paper, she and the men are a good match. But Sophie isn't satisfied. She wants something more meaningful. At work, Lucy's boss Violet throws a small party for her. Everyone is celebrating because one of Lucy's recent clients just got married. It's her 9th success. Lucy goes outside to chat with her friend and coworker Daisy. They talk about Sophie's case and about Lucy's own hopes when it comes to finding the right guy. She has certain expectations, but she knows it's not always easy. Soon after, Lucy attends the wedding of another client, Charlotte. While mingling with guests, she also talks about her business, hoping to find new clients. Suddenly, Charlotte's maid of honor rushes over, saying the bride needs Lucy's help. Lucy finds Charlotte looking nervous and full of doubt. Charlotte feels like she has to go through with the wedding because her parents have already spent a lot of money. Lucy sits down with her and gently asks why she wants to marry her fiancé. Charlotte admits that part of it is because her sister is jealous. Charlotte feels like she's winning in life. Lucy accepts this as a reason. To her, if Charlotte sees value in the marriage, that's enough. She convinces Charlotte to go ahead with it. And so, Charlotte gets married. At the wedding reception, Lucy meets Peter's brother, Harry. He saw her talking to people earlier and figured she was trying to find more clients. They begin chatting and seem to hit it off. But just as things get interesting, Lucy spots someone familiar. One of the waiters is her ex-boyfriend, John. She's clearly surprised. Later, Lucy steps outside to smoke a cigarette. John joins her, and they talk. He's still chasing his dream of becoming an actor, but success hasn't come easy. They catch up like old times. Before going back inside, Lucy wants to give her business card to Harry, but he says he'll only accept it if she dances with him. She agrees, and they share a dance. John watches them from a distance. John eventually offers to drive Lucy home. On the way, a flashback plays in Lucy's mind, one of their anniversaries in Manhattan. They had a fight that day because John decided to drive instead of taking the subway. Money was tight, and Lucy got frustrated. She got out of the car in the middle of traffic, and they argued in the street. Lucy admitted she didn't like how broke they both were, even though she knew it sounded bad. Back in the present, Lucy returns to her matchmaking work. She talks to male clients who all seem to care only about finding young, attractive women. It's frustrating. Meanwhile, she starts dating Harry. He takes her out to expensive restaurants and treats her well. Lucy tells others that Harry is the kind of man most women would dream of. Handsome, rich, charming. But deep down, she feels unsure about why he would want to be with her. Harry tells Lucy that he's drawn to how she sees the world and how much she values herself. That makes her smile. They end up going to his apartment, where they spend the night together. Meanwhile, John is struggling. He shares an apartment with 2 roommates and is still financially unstable. He tries to reach out to Lucy, inviting her to see a play he's in. Back at work, Lucy hears from a man named Mark. He recently went on a date with Sophie. Mark says the date went really well and that he really liked Sophie. Lucy feels hopeful, thinking maybe Sophie finally found someone. But the next day, her boss Violet gives her shocking news. Sophie was assaulted by Mark during their date and is now planning to sue the company. Lucy is devastated. Violet advises her not to contact Sophie, but Lucy can't stop thinking about what happened. She hides in the bathroom and starts crying. Later, Lucy and Harry go together to watch John's play, Tom and Eliza. After the performance, They join John and his theater friends at a bar. Lucy tries to talk about her work problem, but John brushes it off, saying, "It's just dating." Lucy gets upset and leaves with Harry. At work, Lucy meets with more female clients, but their requests are making her feel exhausted. One woman, who is secretly a lesbian and also a conservative, wants a partner who's strictly Republican. Another woman only wants to date white men, and another has an endless list of qualities she wants in a partner. Lucy gets frustrated and starts being brutally honest with them. The clients begin pulling out of their contracts, and Violet tells Lucy she might need a break. Feeling lost, Lucy decides to find Sophie on her own. She spots her on the street, but Sophie walks away. Lucy catches up to her and tries to explain, but Sophie is angry. She accuses Lucy of ignoring the signs and not checking Mark's background properly. Lucy tries to defend herself by saying the match looked perfect on paper. Sophie doesn't care. She ends their connection right there. Heartbroken, Lucy calls John. On the phone, she cries and tells him about everything that's gone wrong. That night, while lying in bed with Harry, Lucy touches his leg and feels something strange. Harry pulls away and walks to the kitchen. Lucy follows. He then admits something surprising. Both he and his brother Peter had surgeries to make themselves taller. They believed it would help them have better luck with women. Lucy listens quietly. Then she opens up. She tells Harry that their relationship feels hollow because they were both attracted to appearances, not each other's hearts. Harry is hurt, but he understands. They break up on good terms. Lucy has to leave her apartment since she was subletting it in preparation for a trip to Iceland with Harry. She ends up staying with John. He uses some money he earned from the play to take Lucy on a trip upstate. While there, they sneak into a wedding. John is working the event through his catering job. As the celebration continues, Lucy and John dance together, and it feels like old times. They kiss, but after the dance, John walks outside and looks troubled. He tells Lucy he's confused. He's still in love with her and wants a future together, but she once left him because he was broke. That pain still lingers. Suddenly, Lucy's phone rings. It's Sophie. She's panicking. Mark is outside her apartment again, and the police won't do anything because he's not trying to break in. Lucy rushes back to the city with John. By the time they arrive, Mark is gone. Lucy goes inside to comfort Sophie. They talk, cry, and reconcile. Lucy promises to help her get a restraining order. She stays the night to make sure Sophie feels safe. The next morning, Lucy steps outside and finds John waiting on the steps. He tells her again how much he loves her and all the changes he's willing to make if it means they can be together. This time, Lucy finally gives in. She says she loves him too, and they share another kiss. Some time later, Lucy and John are enjoying lunch in Central Park. Lucy's voice narrates in the background. She talks about how she always imagined what it was like for the first people who fell in love, like the couple at the beginning of the movie. Even though their love wasn't perfect, they still found a way to make it work. Lucy then gets a phone call from Violet. Her boss is offering her a promotion, but Lucy had already decided she wanted to quit. She tells Violet she'll think about it. At that moment, John surprises Lucy. He gives her a ring made from a flower, just like the caveman did long ago. With a playful smile, he asks if she wants to make a terrible financial decision with him. She laughs and says yes. As the credits roll, we see a long shot of many different couples, including Lucy and John, heading to the courthouse to apply for marriage licenses. Love, in all its forms, continues on.